Hey, this is Steve Austin. Keep watching Generation Enya.
You got it.
I'm here.
10 seconds, you won't believe what's gonna happen.
Hello, I'm Melissa Hernandez, and welcome to Enya Life. Today I'm joined, you may know him as Stone Cold or Steve Austin. How you doing today?
I'm good. Glad to be here today.
Bienvenido a Miami. Welcome to Miami.
Thank you.
Are you enjoying the heat down here?
I am. I grew up in South Texas, so I'm used to the hot and the humidity, and that's certainly what we have here. And I've been coming here for years, so I enjoy it.
Well, see, talking about heat, your movie, The Expendables, there was a lot of very hot scenes there. I mean, there was a lot of action, fire, guns. Tell me about your character in the movie.
In the movie The Expendables, I play a guy named Dan Payne, and is just a very straightforward, simple guy. Eric Roberts is my boss, and I'm there to supply basically intimidation and muscle, whatever the case is. And you don't have to tell me twice. If you need somebody roughed up, I'm the guy to do it.
Are you like that in real life for real?
Because
you're a big
guy, yeah.
You're not that guy?
No, I'm not that guy, but I enjoy playing people like that. And you know, certainly in my former career, that was a guy that I played almost every night and was pretty good at it. But you know, I look forward. I love being in this movie, and I love being Dan Payne. But in the future, I like to try to do some lighthearted stuff and some comedy as well.
Really?
Yeah, actually, that'd be fun.
But see, we're very used to seeing you, you know, the tough guy, you know, Mr. Badass, I guess you can say.
And that's cool, but you know, you got to have a little break every now and then. I mean, in my private life, most of the time, I just, you know, spend my time joking and laughing and having a good time. I don't sit around scheming up ways to be tougher every day. And you know, speaking of toughness, I mean, it was tough guys on the set of The Expendables. But I mean, basically between sets, everybody was laughing and joking and having a good time. And certainly my boss in the movie is a guy named Eric Roberts, and we'd sit around and tell stories and laugh at each other. And you kind of had to, because there was so much testosterone and adrenaline, and the fight scenes were so realistic that it was good to laugh in between takes.
Now, as far as working with the amazing cast, you had Sylvester Stallone, Jet Li. How was working with these, I mean, you can say Hollywood badasses?
It was a dream come true for me to work with Sly and to get a chance to fight with that guy for 2 days and to see what drives him to be the best that he can be, and to see the mark that he's set in the world of entertainment in the form of movies as being this iconic action hero. You get a chance to work with one of the greats like that. You can take notes from him, and every time he says something, you listen, because you're going to learn, because he's been there and he's done that. And as far as the rest of the crew goes, you know, when you can sit there and hang out with Mickey Rourke and talk with him for 45 minutes, or you get a chance to fight with one of the premier fighters in the world as Randy Couture. I mean, it's always an interesting day at the office.
And as far as Sylvester Stallone, there's an amazing fight sequence, you and him. How can you say that you actually used like your wrestling techniques in that fight, if at all?
I don't think I did.
At all?
No, you know, in wrestling, well, you know, you want to look like you're beating someone up, but you're not really beating them up, because you've got to do it 300 days a year.
Right.
So you're really not trying to hurt your opponent, but you want it to look like you are. And The Expendables, I tried to make it look like I was beating the heck out of Sylvester Stallone.
You didn't?
Well, I ended up beating the heck out of him, and he, don't get me wrong, he certainly beat me up too, but he ended up fracturing a bone in his neck, and I don't know if it was one of the times I threw him into a brick wall or when I had a rear naked choke on him, and he kept telling me to apply more pressure, so when he tells you to do something like that, you apply more pressure. But anyway, he was actually hurt during the filming of that fight sequence, and some months later had a plate put in his neck, and he's fine now. But that's how intense the movie was, and not just in our fight scene, but pretty much every fight scene that's in the movie.
So you're one of the few that can say you beat up Sylvester Stallone.
I can, but
you have that title, huh?
He hired me. I was glad he didn't fire me. I had so much fun making the Expendables, and to be challenged by trying to be a better actor and in working with Sly and the rest of the cast on this movie just makes me more hungry to be better and, you know, be as successful as I can be.
Now, one more thing. There was a scene there that you did hit a woman. That was pretty intense just to watch it on the other end, because it wasn't a small smack in the face, what you usually see. It was a nice face-to-face kind of deal. How did you get into the mindset to be able to do that?
Well, it was an interesting night at the office, because that was done at night in Brazil, and it was one of those things that we had to do over and over and over again, and then we had to modify, you know, the way we went about it. So, you know, here's Sly telling me this, and Giselle, I'll make sure I pronounce her word, she was phenomenal in the movie, and it was wonderful to work with. And, you know, not only the hit, but I kind of roughhouse her as I carry her up the steps and, you know, grab her around her neck. So it was very interesting. At the end of the day, as Dan Payne, if that's my job, then that's what I'm going to do.
It's all acting. I got it. Well, thank you so much, and I wish you nothing but the best. Thank
you. I'm looking forward to it. I think everybody's going to enjoy The Expendables. It's a very, very cool movie.
I loved it. It's action-packed. What can you say?
3 pieces of work. 2 a walk in the park, and 1 to hell and back.
So, we are working for the agency.
I gotta recon this island first.
The only thing you need to know is the job's real and the money's real.
Give this job to my friend here. He loves playing in the jungle, right?
Right.
Are you crazy? Could have killed me!
You're welcome!
Every one of us is expendable!
Got a problem with that?